Hi, I'm Mark Tharm, Creative Director at Muse Marketing Group. On behalf of the entire Muse creative team, I want to thank everyone for your participation in helping to launch Sensity. It has been our pleasure to meet and work with so many of you who have played an important role in the transition from CDBA Ontario chapter to Sensity. We're going to take a few minutes now to share the process we went through to get to today and provide some insights into the rationale behind the new name and branding. Muse believes in the power of sharing. When people are given the opportunity to have a voice and a say in where we are going and why, great things will happen. We conducted a series of stakeholder consultations to help inform our process for naming and branding the organization. It's really important to hear from as many groups as possible. Our first discovery meeting was held on June 25th, 2018. We met with a group of CDBA Ontario managers and coordinators. We engaged the group in a collective brainstorming session around the organization's purpose, cause, and beliefs. Their why, if you will. A second group facilitation session was held on July 25. Our Uncover Your Greatness process is designed to generate the maximum amount of input from all of those involved. It is intended to help discover who you are, why you do what you do, and where you want to go. It started with a survey with questions around the personality of the brand and organization. Informed by our discovery meetings and the Uncover Your Greatness session, Muse completed the brainstorming process and generated numerous naming options for consideration. We narrowed our recommendations to a small group of names and variations, exploring naming options keeping in mind the direction we received from CDBA Ontario, which was the ability to speak to and be relevant to a broader audience, not limited to deafblind, future forward, shorter, catchier, and more interesting, and we were inspired by the organization based in the UK called Sense. We recognized that the name didn't have to be an explainer of your services. A qualifier line can make it easy for audiences to understand what you do and offer. Over time, your name comes to represent who you are, what you do, and why you do it. So we're looking at Sensity with the proposed domain name sensity.ca. The definition of sense, or senses, a faculty by which the body perceives an external stimulus, one of the faculties of sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch. We added the suffix ity, ity, which means having a quality or state. Sensity equals sense plus the quality or state. We agreed that using sense or senses was the clearest way to convey your most important differentiator. Sensity is an original crafted word that offers a contemporary approach to identifying the organization. It sounds fresh and forward-thinking, it's easy to remember and spell. It appeals to younger audiences already familiar with this kind of approach to business naming. Think of Lumosity as an example. After reviewing the options and recommendations, the name Sensity was unanimously approved for use by the board, and the new official name of the organization is Sensity Deafblind and Sensory Support Network of Canada. The visual identity for Sensity is comprised of 3 separate elements. In combination, they become the visual communicators for the organization. These elements include the symbol, primary name typography, and supporting typography. The logo includes both the symbol and the organization name. There are 2 versions. The standard logo includes the full name, and the simplified version uses only the primary name, Sensity. Here are some insights from the creative team that developed both the naming and the branding for Sensity. The symbol evolved from a number of sketches. We looked at the many ways designers have interpreted senses and felt that whenever there is an attempt to visualize the 5 senses or multisensory as a concept, the imagery always became too complex, resulting in busy and overly complicated gestalt. That basically means a complicated picture. The Sensity symbol is an abstract representation of 2 hands, each one reaching out to the other. We think that suggesting a tactile experience is the most appropriate way to symbolize the communication that takes place between an intervener and a person who is deafblind or otherwise sensory impaired. The resulting symbol also suggests additional appropriate themes. The overall image can suggest the shape of an eye and can also be interpreted as sound waves. There is a visual flow to the symbol that suggests movement, connectivity, and caring. The multicolored lines represent multisensory, diversity, and happiness. Using a palette of colors also represents the idea that we all have different skills and needs. Each client is unique and often develops their own unique way to learn and communicate. Each color has been selected to represent a particular feeling or meaning, while also being suitable for visual communication applications. All the colors achieve suitable contrast on a white background and can be reversed from a black background if required. The symbol is also designed to work effectively as an emboss. When raised on paper or other surfaces, the symbol can provide a recognizable tactile experience. The primary name Sensity is set in a typeface called Montserrat Alternatives Semi-Bold. It's a clean, friendly, and professional font. The name is set in upper and lower case that gives the word a descriptive and interesting overall shape. The font is easy to read and doesn't compete with the word. The word is already interesting. Subtle details such as the angled stroke in the letter E, the edited horizontal stroke of the T, and the shape of the Y provide subtle visual interest. Some viewers actually see smiles in the name, giving it a bit of a cheerful impression. The mock-up demonstrates some of the many ways the branding elements can be applied to various stationery and promotional materials. The symbol can be enlarged dramatically to become bold stripes of color that are immediately recognizable as part of the Sensity brand experience. I'd like to introduce Brandon Hall, who has primary responsibility for the design of the Sensity website. Take it away, Brandon.
Hi, my name is Brandon. I'm a digital brand strategist here at Muse Marketing Group. CDBA's previous website was complicated, hard to navigate, and it featured so much information, it was hard to decipher what you were looking at. We've created a large, full-screen experience, something that's easy to read and take in. With the new website, we wanted to simplify the experience, give it a new, fresh, clean navigation, something that was easy to follow. As you scroll through the pages, it's easy to know what you're looking at. The pages flow almost as if they're a story, something that can be taken in. Large images accompanied by content with clear, easy to read titles make scrolling through this website a delight. Each page features a sticky navigation that follows the user as they scroll down the page. This navigation allows somebody to quickly jump between different pieces of content without ever having to scroll back to the top. We recognize that for some people who have impairments, it can be difficult to use screen readers and other devices to jump between content on a given website. Pages flow smoothly. They're easy to digest. The Sensity website features an event calendar. You can see what's going on and when it's happening, with details on any given event. This calendar will be easy for staff to populate and contribute to. Sensity also features a resource section that's open to the public. Old content that may have been missed on the old CDBA website will now be found simply. Unfortunately, amongst the clutter and the poor navigation, a lot of this great content went unseen. We've now given this great content its own place. You can follow along, subscribe to the new newsletter, and stay up to date with all of the great content coming out from Sensity on their new blog. We took a lot of time to think about the structure and organization of information on the Sensity website. We've brought forward important aspects of the website, such as their services, how to get involved by volunteering, and how to make a difference with a new career. All of these areas of the website have now been pushed forward and highlighted. Using the Sensity website should be an easy, enjoyable experience. The new online experience for Sensity is also accessible. You can see here at the top, we've got the ability to switch the contrast of the Sensity website through black and yellow, and the normal contrast version. You also have the ability to increase or decrease the font sizes. These things are crucial to making a website a great experience for those who may not be able to use the website as it's traditionally been made. The new Sensity website is also responsive. No matter what device you're using, whether that's a laptop, a tablet, or a phone, you'll be able to access the content that's most important to you. Overall, we've simplified the online experience of Sensity. The content is easy to find, easy to navigate, and easy to digest. We hope you enjoy the new online experience. Thank you.